Hey everyone, Bitcoin continues to pretend to be a stablecoin and has so far held on to $30,000. But today I'm gonna tell you about what manipulation is being prepared that many people don't even know about, where the potential bottom is, and whether you should be scared. Very soon the entire crypto market will have a decisive moment. So watch this video until the end to be as prepared as possible. So we're gonna start with the long-term Bitcoin target. Right now, many people have different opinions on where the whole market is gonna go. For a very long time, we've seen an extreme fear that's constantly fueled by rumors or horrific events around crypto. This is done with a specific purpose. Firstly, the manipulator's main goal is that you sell your entire portfolio now, and when it's time for an uptrend, you'll buy at crazy prices. If we look at the monthly Bitcoin chart, we can see an area that basically defines the bottom of this asset. We touched the black moving average twice in the past, and it was the final point that determined the bottom. At this point, we still haven't reached this level, thus we can conclude that in the near future, we should expect a drop down to $21,500. For 7 months, Bitcoin haven't been able to break the bearish trend that started in November 2021, and so there were no crucial preconditions for the first cryptocurrency to move into a solid and sustained bullish trend. But there are still a few exciting things that can change everything, and super quickly. Although there is a possibility of a price drop to $21,500, the chart shows that the first cryptocurrency is oversold, and we may have already reached the bottom. If you look at this chart here, you can see that the giant red volume columns often indicate the low prices of the first cryptocurrency. Of course, that doesn't mean that we can't go lower, it's more of a hint that we are somewhere very close to the bottom. On his Twitter account, crypto analyst Willy Woo expressed the same opinion. He points out that Bitcoin has passed the first phase of capitulation, but the bottom has not yet been formed, and there may be more pain ahead. That is to say, the last drop will happen very soon. In addition, we're now seeing a significant asset purchase by the holders. The analyst speculates that it may well be that large institutions are buying substantial amounts of Bitcoin right now. But there is one factor that opposes all the others. It's a bullish divergence on the daily chart. They have formed well in the past. Last summer, for example, such a divergence led to a 138% pump, even though there was fear and uncertainty in the market at that time. In November 2021, a bearish divergence already appeared on the chart, and later it crashed Bitcoin from 69k to 25k, and I don't understand why this signal shouldn't work this time. All we know so far is that shortly we expect a powerful price movement, which will change the course of the game. What should you do to use such an event to your advantage? Well, firstly, you need to understand what situation you are in now. If you don't like looking at significant losses in your portfolio, you shouldn't sell in this case. Remember, you must buy at drawdowns and sell at insanely high prices. In your case, I suggest you do nothing and just wait it out. If you still have some small profits, you're doing fine, since you're still in the market, and when there will be an unexpected price explosion, you won't miss it. If the downward movement does continue, you will be able to buy a little bit more in parallel with the decrease in the asset price. That way you can average your entry point and increase your investment in the future. And next, we're gonna talk about how a monster called Ethereum feels. I'll tell you the big news that'll directly affect its value. In the meantime, you can give this video a thumbs up if you found the information helpful. So now moving on to a brief analysis of Ethereum, and only then onto some important news. The chart of the second most capitalized cryptocurrency is almost no different from Bitcoin, except for increased volatility. There is resistance too, which since November 2021, the price still cannot break through. Right now we're at the bottom of the Bollinger Bands. Obviously, it can't go on like this for long, and soon there should be a local bounce of the price up to $2,600. But first, we need to look at the good news background. The long-awaited news could launch a short-term pump Ether price. I'm gonna tell you a little bit more about it now. This week, the second most capitalized cryptocurrency has made big news. Now Ethereum 2.0 is even closer. On June the 8th, the Ethereum team excitedly announced the migration of the Ropsten testnet network to the proof-of-stake algorithm. Tim Bako noted on his Twitter account that After the merger, the team found some problems. According to him, the developers investigate each incident and will report the results later. The complexity of a change to Ethereum's code requires multiple tests on various testnets. Ropsten's merge is the first test of its kind, and its outcome will help understand developers of the next steps as they proceed toward the merge of the mainnet. Other testnet merges on Goerli and Sioplia are expected to happen in the coming months. Here, it's worth saying that it's a regular practice when eras appear after the launch of some kind of update. That's what the Ropsten test network is for, so you shouldn't be nervous about it. The merger is a long-awaited milestone in Ethereum's journey toward a new proof-of-stake consensus mechanism. Currently, the second cryptocurrency depends on proof-of-stake, whereby miners expend energy to discover new blocks and add them to the blockchain, earning newly issued Ethereum and a portion of the transaction fees and tips. Once Ether shifts from POW to POS, validators who have staked the required 32 Ethereum will take over the role of adding new blocks to the blockchain. Such events will definitely affect the future price of the asset. In the short term, such a large-scale event could draw the attention of retail investors who have been waiting for it for more than a year, and in the long term, it will attract the attention of companies like Tesla to the largest and most reliable altcoin, which continues to retain its lead, although more and more Ethereum killers are appearing on the market. Guys, if you found this video interesting, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. Your Coin Post.